Every problem facing us can be solved, but now the fate of our nation is in your hands. It really is. I mean, if you put these lunatics in charge any longer, we can't take it any longer. They're laughed at. They're laughed at by foreign leaders. They think they can't even believe it. They can't even believe it. Biden can't find his way off a platform. She's worse. I wonder if she's going to have any trouble. No, she should be probably okay in that regard. But she's worse up here. Pennsylvania, you have to stand up and you have to tell Kamala Harris, who shouldn't be there, she's a threat to democracy. The way they took over, they called me a threat to democracy, right? She's a threat to democracy because she shouldn't even be the candidate. They should have picked a candidate fairly, not just given her because they want to be politically correct. I mean, whether you like him or not, you know, we had the debate. And his numbers went down. He didn't have a good night. But that can happen. But, you know, that happens. And the numbers go down, and they went down. And they went into him. They said, we're not going to let you run. We're going to take it away. That's crazy. Nancy went in. Chuck Schumer went in. Some of the people went in. They took it away from him. They just took it away from him. It's bad. And that is a threat to democracy, if you think about it, right? That's a real threat to democracy. But you have to tell Kamala Harris. And by the way, I think he would have, let's see what happens, and I may be wrong, but let's see what happens. I think he might have done better than she's going to do, because all we had to do is expose her as a lunatic left. Further left than Pocahontas. Do you know who Pocahontas? Elizabeth Warren. She's further left than Pocahontas. And I don't want to get into that stuff, but her mother said she was Indian because she had high cheekbones. That's what she said. And then she went out and did a test because I was driving her crazy calling her Pocahontas. So she fell for the trap. And she did a test, and she was so happy because it came back 1,014. Remember? 1,014. And that was it. That means I had more Indian blood in me than she had, and I have none. I have none. I'd like to have some. I would like to have some, I'll be honest. But I have more, and I have none. But she was so happy when she got, think of that. Think of that. That was what happened. That was the end of her career. You know, that was the end of her presidential run. She was leading for the president. And when she said, and you got to understand, just these are the people we're dealing with. She took that Indian heritage, and based on the fact, and this is her statement, this is not me. There's no racist anything in me, not a drop. But this is not me. Her mother told her this, that she had high cheekbones, and therefore she was part Indian. And based on that, she applied to colleges, she applied for jobs, she applied for the U.S. Senate, and everyone's forgotten that crap right now, but I never forget it. But she went out, and she had the test, and the test was ridiculous at basically, and then I said that I have more than she does. And I would love to, I will tell you, but she's bad news. But she's radical left crazy. She drives people. What she does to business people is horrible. She's a horrible person, but she's radical left. And Crazy Bernie is radical left. And this one, Kamala, is further left than them. So you have to tell Kamala Harris that you've had enough, that you just can't take it anymore. We can't stand you. You're a shit Vice President. The worst. You're the worst Vice President. Kamala, you're fired.